Hey, what's up, YouTubers? So, I just opened up the pressure canner, and this is what we got to work with. Doesn't really look like anything too bad or I should be worried about. Everything is pretty much sterilized at 15 psi. Everything is cooled down. The one thing I need to do right now is take my Cordyceps albino and my Cordyceps regular out of retirement. That's not it. King oyster mushroom. Pink oyster, blue oyster mushroom. Lion's mane. Pink oyster. Reishi mushroom. Look at that nice mycelium mat. And see, they haven't really grown too much since I put them in here, so that's what we want to do. Cordyceps, so this is this one. Cordyceps albino. So these two. Now we gotta put all these back in. Look at that. See what I'm saying? Nice little mycelium. I'm trying to focus. You guys can see it. So genetics wise, everything is good over here. But the main point is I have to leave these out for a little bit. So what I'm gonna do is take a shower. Just got back from work and running around. Cordyceps Militaris, great. Albino's great. See, and I pretty much froze them in time while they're in here. I mean, I'm pretty sure they're still growing, but you know, it just makes sure that it keeps them growing. So what we want to do is allow this. Now look at all that mycelium in there. And the same thing with this. For some reason, Cordyceps likes to stay real wispy and small. See, this is the Militaris, the orange, and this is the albino. So what we're going to do is allow them to kind of get to room temperature. Or this one's the albino, this one's the Cordyceps Militaris. My bad. So, I mean, they're both Militaris. This one's just an albino mutated genetic. This one's regular orange Militaris. We're going to allow them to get to room temperature. So that way, when we inoculate, they're not being inoculated into a warmer temperature than they were just already in, and it's going to shock them. So you want them to get same temperature, if not leave them out like overnight, but you know, I still want to get some sleep. So we're gonna leave them right here on the table, take a shower, play a few video games or get something to eat, maybe even go to the gym. By the time I come back, that's an hour or maybe a few hours, and these will be down to around room temperature. Then I'm gonna put the magnetic stir bar in, stir them up, and then suck out and inject 6 of the Cordyceps albino, 6 of the Cordyceps militaris, and we'll go from there. What's up, YouTubers? So today we are finally treading into getting around to inoculating the Cordyceps. This is a day after I said I was supposed to do it because I was tired and I had to go to work. So we have 12 rice jars. Let's get started. I don't want to worry about having to be too sterile right now, even though I should. I can just fucking do the whole, I won't do the wipe down, but I'll just, you know, because right now we have to take all these foils off and get these jars ready to be inoculated. So you always want to hold down the lid because it could always pop off. That way you know it's good to go. That way you know it's good to go. I really need to get a fucking garbage can in here. Next two. For those who are still new to this or just watching the video, this is a sterile environment. It's been cooked off inside the jar. It's rice with a little recipe that I put together for Cordyceps Militaris using my AI app and also running and checking different other things besides before I came up with this one. Soy Similac, malt extract, nutritional yeast, water. That's all the recipe is. The way I use Soy Similac, I came up with it because I thought, well, hey, it needs a protein, and all other proteins, like I've seen people crush eggs and blend it up. I've seen people use egg white powder. Like I got egg white powder at work where I work at, so I could have used that. Protein powder, baby formula, regular baby formula, you know, just a whole bunch of other different options for protein. And the best option they came up with was the Soy Similac one, because I thought about it, because obviously it's in baby formula. 2, my son drank it when he was a baby because it helped him with his stomach. So that's why I remembered it. And 3, when I ran it through my AI app, I said that was a good protein source. It's clean, not like regular baby formula or like protein powder or the egg white powder. When it gets cooked off, there's a potential for those to clump up and be like all eggy, or just because they're dairy based, like with dry milk and all that, it gives it a chance to like clump up and possibly spoil if not cooked off right. But with the protein powder, the soy Similac, the baby formula has other nutritional benefits just besides the soy, but it's soy based, so even if it does clump up, it's not gonna like spoil as much as the dairy would if it did. So it's a better choice. Dos más. It's all up in the way, you feel me? Boom. So now we know that all of them haven't been opened, haven't been tampered with. The inside is still sterile. The lid was never lifted for any mold spores to just swoop, just go in there. Still a clean environment, no matter what you say. This is the part where we start sterilizing things down. First things first, get our hands. Boom, boom. Spray down each of these tops. All down. 6 are going to be for orange. 6 are going to be for albino. Right. And get an injection point on the actual drugs. So, I think that the cordyceps is tiny enough for us to be able to suck it up rather than the other mycelium. So let's just use 2 new sterile needles. Voila. Orange, albino. So cordyceps regular orange. Here we go. Lighter a little bit. Make sure we turn it red hot. Even though it's a sterile needle, I just pull out a package. You never know. I like to hit it with alcohol just to cool it down a little bit. That way it's not burning the rubber as it goes in. Oh, I don't see nothing. I could see some of whatever we could do better. Yeah, we got nice chunkies up here. I want to get a full syringe. I don't know if you can see that, but that's a nice little clumpies. One. Two. Three. But we could do better than that for that third one. And we got nice clumpies up in this one. It's also being swirl it. Shit clumpy. Trying to get the little babies. Little pen that fell. There we go. That should be enough for all of them. It's all 6 of the regular cordyceps. This one's going to be the albino for the 6. Red hot. Hit it with the alcohol. Hold that. Hit the top of the alcohol a little bit. Work it off. And inject. Same Same thing with one of these. Hit a month again just because it's been a while. Never know. But let's just do it anyway. Some in that first one. We're gonna do squirt for squirt. Let's do it squirt for squirt. Let me chill out, my back's hurting. Right there, that's a lot. Come on. I can squeeze 2 out of that. There. Boom. They all got a little bit, and it's definitely enough for them to thrive off of. So, put these cordyceps back in the fridge. The next time I order needles, I am ordering them thicker, more whiter, so I don't have to run into this fucking problem anymore. Alright, next thing's next, right off. eight, first seed, eight, first seed, first seed A. Why did I not get this one? Oh. So now you can see Cordyceps, all of these gonna be orange, gonna be white. And what we're gonna do now is put them back in the box, close them off so that way no light will get to them. And besides that, it's gonna be inside my tent with no light already until I turn on a light. So much love for y'all. Stay tuned for the mushroom madness. But it is now time for me to kick back. Might cook off some more substrate, might not. Might plan my next venture. But also, I am just trying to do this the best that I can, the most professional I can, and best for your viewership to see that I'm taking it serious, as well as trying to show you guys what I've learned and what I'm improving on. And also, like I've always said, you guys can hit me up in the comments, tell me what you would have done different or what your recipes are, the results that you've got. I'm just trying to do things my way, but I'm also wise enough to know that it might not always work my way. So let me know what you guys' best results, if you've grown Cordyceps Militaris or Cordyceps Albino before. If you've never heard of it, you know, this is me also just hearing about it recently and acquiring it because I wanted to grow it. And then also about the other ones like the pink oyster mushrooms, the lion's mane, the reishi, and all those other ones, you know. Let me know what you guys think, because they're colonizing and they're doing fine. Even these bottom row ones, you could barely see them, but they're starting over here. This one's just a lot ahead of the race. And these ones are doing great. These ones look great, but sorry to say, there's contamination on the top, so I'm gonna have to throw these ones out. And this is probably just due to one or two factors. One, I probably, while I was sealing, held this open a little bit so some mold spores got in. Or when I was opening up the canister to probably check if they were done, I opened it up and then closed it, and a mold spore got in that way before I even sealed these bags. So there's tons of ways, but every other one I've checked and they're doing fine without no mold. So it's only 3. There's always bad ones out of the batch. Even though they were doing great, you gotta expect it. It's just part of the game. So much love for everybody that's staying tuned. Like, subscribe, share my videos. I appreciate it all. Talk to me in the comments, I'll talk back. And much love. As I always say, stay